playoff experience, and that has manifested itself late in games.
Well, you can't teach experience without experiencing, and Golden State Warriors, as they get the first bucket off of a drawn-up first play.
Series deficit at this point. Here's Brandon Pajemski, was just magnificent the other night, and he picks up where he left off.
The zone in this series as Pajemski knocks down a three from beyond the arc.
Playoff career high, 26 points. There's so many gigantic threes down the stretch. Alperen Şengün.
Draymond already has one early foul.
Pajemski being chased by Şengün. Interestingly, Draymond Green connects from deep. So Golden State, two of their first four from the three-point line. Jalen Green, Şengün flooring Pajemski at left Green, and he buries it. And then Thompson goes right into Curry. Good movement, VanVleet. And it is all Houston at the start.
You can't have Steph Curry off the floor just on the offensive end. He has a gravitational pull, but he's got to be smart to not pick up those early fouls as Post knocks down a much-needed, in their one win in Game 2. They shot 80% from the free throw line. They have to knock it down from the charity stripe.
Boy, beautiful setup. Smart play, Şengün, the lob underneath to Brooks. Jalen Green red hot at the start. Rockets gonna reset. Look like Jalen Green, a little bit of a grimace, like he's in some pain in the corner. It's Brooks, opposite side, and he connects.
Aggressive thus far in this game. Only 7 attempts last game, 4 of 7.
Look at Thompson, his defensive instincts. Thompson to the rack, Post was there. Thompson puts his hard hat on.
A great defense by the Rockets.
Steven Adams is checking in for the Rockets. VanVleet, they are scalding hot here at the start. 18-point game. Jalen Green, by the way, just walked into the Houston locker room, tried to work on that knee that he banged. And now he's on the stationary bike into the tunnel towards the locker room as Guy Santos.
And then knocking down the triple.
Santos, who played only 1 minute in Game 4 the other night in San Francisco. Here's VanVleet, that's a deep three.
8 threes last game, lit it up for 25.6 assists as GP2 right back. It's a shootout early in this game, but knocking it down and making Golden State pay.
Steph Curry sits, he's played 9 scoreless minutes, 0 of 2. Santos! So Santos and Post each off the bench with 2 threes in the quarter.
Controlled every facet of the game. Cannot turn the ball over, and especially live ball turnovers against this talented Golden State.
During the season, that is Smith. Houston's defense has completely thrown Golden State off. Here comes Jalen Green, the driving kick. He's in. Sellout crowd here in Houston. Spiro Ditas, Candace Parker, Dennis Scott. Our producer, Bert Bondi, Brent Kristan, our director, rest of our sensational TNT crew, Moses Moody on a stick back. Turned down several major programs to join the G League Ignite. And what a ride it has been that has led him to Houston. Finally, Steph Curry gets his first points.
Detroit native, yes. Very partial.
Tari Eason in tight.
He has made his career off that pocket pass as Curry puts Eason on roller skates on that play, that pull-up.
In this first half of Game 5. Jimmy Butler still looking for his first bucket. He's 0 for 6, turns the corner and lays it in, and contact. A little Pau Gasol in him if you watch him play. Deft passer, Brooks, and he banks it in.
And when it's going well.
So Houston at one point was up 30. It's cut down to 20. Shot clock down to 4. VanVleet contested 3. My goodness.
The ability to hire the right person as Thompson strips Steph once again.
And the sledgehammer. 8 straight for Houston. Here comes Curry. High archer, no. Offensive rebound, Butler. Curry elevates and hits. And here we go, final 7 seconds. VanVleet, Golden State is out of fouls. VanVleet to the rack. just masterful.
Well, it has been the Rockets' day. You look at the stats, 69% from the field as Brooks gets the turnaround to go again.
Rockets on the push here with Green. Top shot fading away. Şengün. Hard putback.
Oh, my goodness.
VanVleet stopping on a dime. Tapped out and Golden State controls. Into the corner, Field attacking again and flicks it up and in. And a little bit short from deep. So we cross the 8-minute mark in the quarter. And Thompson, Euro step, pretty finish.
Goodness, the Rockets are hot.
Here comes Curry, hard drive to the rack. And Spencer, the undrafted second-year player out of Northwestern. As we are inside of 4 minutes left in the quarter. Here comes Thompson, full extension.
My goodness, what did we just see?
Now Eason with 6 on the timer, and he coughs it up. It's a steal, Santos ahead to Spencer. Pretty little up and under reverse. Thompson resets against Moody. He will fire and hits Francisco. And a potential Game 7 here in Houston on Sunday.
And what you don't want if you're Houston is to have to put your starters back in the game. You want to get them rest.
Knox. Hand off to Moody. It's a screen against Thompson. Tough floater and hits. He had Thompson on his shoulder with his bench. Knox comes across the paint. Signed a couple of 10-day contracts late in the year. Braxton Key misses, and then it's Jackson Davis on a flush. And Golden State controls the glass with Key. Head of the field to Moody. Trying to force the issue underneath. Lays it up, and they get him. Moody gets it back. Into the corner. Spencer. Another offensive rebound. This time Knox. Turns, shoots. And then it's Key. Misses the layup.
Goodness.
Boy, Dillon Brooks and Spencer mixing it up underneath it. Now Spencer and Şengün. Boy, look out. Jackson Davis shoving Şengün. Officials quickly trying to defuse the situation.
After review, there are offsetting technical fouls on Jackson Davis and Alperen Şengün, followed by a technical foul and ejection on Cam Spencer for the illegal headbutt.
Jackson Davis underneath. Knocks Şengün again. Loose ball Key. Contact, no, and then it's Jackson Davis.
Tried a little three-quarter full-court press as Key missed another one underneath the basket. But it's really obviously taken the Rockets out of their flow a little bit.
Thompson. Reed Shepherd is going to be the inbounder underneath. Holiday will hoist and hit to Jackson Davis. Reset, they get it to Knox, and he puts it in, and he's fouled. So that'll put Knox at the free throw line. The Houston Rockets